We're live here in Waterford Mott High School. Matt Scher here with you, bringing you Cougar baseball. Is leading off. It will be Ryan Scavars against Skazoric. First pitch outside misses for a ball 1-0. Cougars riding a two-game win streak here. So our lineup is Scavars, Harrigan, and then Powell. Get it off as that one is in there for a strike, 1-1. Skazoric into the windup, a 1-1 on the way. Just misses off the outside, 2-1. Scavars starting in left field today. The 2-1 on the way. Upstairs and high, bends them out of there, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Thank you for listening here as this is a popped up on the right side. Right fielder coming in and makes a grab, and there's one down in the inning. That'll bring up Peyton Harrigan.
Come on! Good job, Brian. That's way too.
Pitch on the way from Skazoric. Outside, this is within 1. Deck, Jack Powell. So it's Scavars, Harrigan, Powell to lead it off. This one is hit in the air, right center field. Center fielder coming over, and he'll make the grab, and there's quickly 2 down in the inning. 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up the senior Jack Powell. Cougars check in at 8-14 on the season. Winding down this 2017 regular season, then they take on the Gabriel Richard team out of Ann Arbor. That one's in there for a strike on the breaking ball. Go on, misses, checked down at first base, nothing doing. Zorzik into the windup. The offering on the way. Off the outside. Out at 2-1. Powell fouls it back into the screen after taking a heavy cut and runs the count even 2-2. This one is grounded in the hole at third, over to first. A pick not going to go as Powell is in there. And I believe for the time being, they'll call it a single. That'll bring up Anthony Aloisio, who had a little bit of back troubles. Ended up sitting out the pitching for a cure game due to the worrisome. He missed a victory over the Waterford Kettering Captains. Counterpart here to the Corsairs in Waterford School District. Pitch on the way, breaking ball and spins them out of there. On deck, we were to get there is Johnny Mepson, a 2-out rally. Cougars trying to get one going here. Pitch on the wire. On the outside corner in there for a strike, 1-1. Breezy, cool day, unusually cool this late in May. A pick up attempt back to first base, but sliding back in safely is Powell. Wind blowing from left to right. Coming set, here's the pitch on the way to Aloisio. On the outside corner with the breaking ball, 1-2. You're on the YouTube feed, bringing us our first YouTube broadcast of the year for the Cougars. Went on Facebook Live last time, trying to up our stats. That one's thrown out to second base, and Powell slides in safely up to second base. And now an RBI opportunity here for the sophomore Aloisio. Try to get the Cougars up 1-0 over the Corsairs. Pitch on the way. Outside, 1-0. Or now 2-2, excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Aloysia. Lips out on deck. We're together. Then it's O'Rourke, Denny, Pashelsky, and Heffernan with Brian Walker on the mound. On the outside corner, strike 3 called, and with that, the side is retired. So, Cougars get no run on a hit, no errors, and a 1-man left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning. And Brian Walker to go to work for the Cougars on the Cougar Sports Network, your home for South Lyon East baseball. Back here, bottom of the first inning. The leadoff hitter up here. Didn't get a lineup, so we'll go off numbers here. So that one's in there for a strike, 0-1. So it's Alex Westmoreland to lead it off. Just one's hit on the ground to short. Harrigan over to first base. And the pick by Denny got him at first. 6-3 put out if you're scoring with us in your living room, and that's 1 down. Next man will come up here. We'll get a number when he's ready. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball in there from Brian Walker for a strike, 0-1. Back-to-back first pitch strikes from the senior. It's Ryan Wilson stepping in here. Excuse me, as that one's hit back in the middle. Carlos Moyet, who hits one back up the middle for a single. A single into center field, and that's a 1-out base runner here. And that will bring up Matt Scally, who was a .370 hitter on the year. Doesn't have a home run, but 12 RBIs driven in. Walker comes sent. The first pitch on the way to Scally. Inside, taken for ball 1-0. Walker checks the runner over at first base. And Moyet, he comes set. Pitch on the way to Scally. Upstairs with the fastball, miss within it. Moves the count out to 2-0. On deck is Dom Wade, who's hitting .241 on the season. He has left the ballpark 2 times this year, however. Pick up a 10 back to first base, sliding back in safely is Moyet. 94 plate appearances on the year, 73 at bats. Does have one triple, 5 doubles as he fouls one back into the catcher Pachalski, and it moves the count out to 2-1. Walker will be attending Oberlin College after he graduates. The punting and pitching for Oberlin College as well down in Ohio. Walker comes set. 2-1, fouled back to the screen. The runner Moyet was going. He'll have to retrieve back to first base, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Matt Scher here with you on the Cougars Sports Network. South Lyon East trying to win 3 in a row. Looking for their 9th win on the season. Walker comes in, checks the runner at first, the offering on the way. Outside, runner going. He'll head up 90 feet into second base. And that moves the count out full to Scally, 3-2. Wade on deck. Pitch on the way, off the outside, ball 4. Walker wanted it, but just outside for the home plate umpire's liking. That'll bring up Dom Lay. Curtis runner will take over for Scally as he'll come off. Catcher in today's contest. That'll bring up Dom Wade. Wade hitting .241 on the season, but does have 2 home runs this year. Driven in 11. He's been hit by a pitch 12 times this year, second to his teammate Scally, who's just walked. That one's in there for a strike, 0-1. 0-0 score, bottom of the first inning. Home half here for the Corsairs. Walker comes set. Pitch on the way to Wade. Outside, behind him, and moving up on the wild pitch are the runners now to second and third. Moyet now to third. And Scally at second. Base hit could bring in 2 here, but Walker and the Cougars have other plans. Walker peers into the sign from Pachalski. Comes in, checks the runners out, second and third. 1-1 misses, and it runs the count to 2-1.
All right, here we go. You got this. Sit him down.
Here against the Corsairs, trying to work out of it. Got the leadoff man out and surrendered a single and a walk, and that's where we are. It's a check swing, but the runner will come to home and score, and that's a 1-0 lead for the Corsairs. As Moyet crosses home plate, the pitch that gets by, but he won around. That brings the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Wade. Run around third base. This one's a chopper back up the middle. Pass! Hayden Harrigan, who heads back up the middle. That'll bring in a run and RBI. Now it's 2-0 Corsairs. A single by Wade, and that is now his 12th RBI of the season. Next hitter digs in here. We'll get you his name as soon as first pitch comes in. That one's in there for a strike. So we don't have a number for him exactly. This one is grounded. Back to Walker, backhanded over to first base. And got him. On the 1-3 putout. Pitcher fielding practice right there. And I'll bring up the next hitter here. 2-0. Corsairs lead it. Walker comes in, checking the runner on second base. And Wade chopped at the plate high. Hopper to Walker. He'll throw it over to first base. And with that, the side is retired. So for the inning, 2 runs do come across. 2-0 at the end of 1. Cougars bench will look to get going and do up for the Cougars. It will be Mifsud, O'Rourke, and Denny against Skizor of the Corsairs. We come back. This is your home for Cougar baseball on the South Lyon East. Top of the second inning, 2-0 Corsairs leading to dig in. It'll be Donnie Mifsud. Mifsud, Logan O'Rourke, and Max Denny due up here against Skizoric. First pitch on the way, fastball on the inner half, 0-1. Mifsud hitting .304 in the season. As that one misses, and it moves to kind of 1-1. Good offensive year this year. Driven in 4 this year, 3 doubles. Be attending Glen Oaks Community College, playing baseball for the Vikings. As that one's low. Skizoric into his lineup, the offering on the way. Fastball chased upstairs, knocked out the play. And that'll run the count full now at 3-2. The offering on the way, 3-2. Breaking ball fouled back to the screen, and the count stays at 3 balls, 2 strikes to Don Mifsud. A 3-2 once more. And half swing, one around. Tag applied by Skelly. And back-to-back strikeouts now for Skizoric on the mound. 1 down, and that brings up Logan O'Rourke. O'Rourke, not having the best offensive year, but he has gotten plenty of experience at the plate this year. So he goes around on the breaking ball, 0-1. O'Rourke hitting 171, does have an RBI this season as well. Or 5 of them, excuse me, as that one's fouled back at a play. 0-2. So fastball's upstairs, wasn't enticing enough for Logan O'Rourke as he lays it off just above the letters. Pitch on the way from Skizoric. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Throw down to first base, completes the strikeout. That's 3 consecutive now. That's a 2-3 put out there. And there's 2 down, and that brings up Max Denny. Denny hitting 209, a pitcher as well for this Cougar team. Driven in 7 this year, looking to get a 2-out hit here to extend the inning for Pachalski on deck. That's a fastball right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Pachalski then Heffernan, and that would turn the lineup over if this inning were to get extended. Breaking ball outside and low, 1-1. Skizoric looks in. Fastball took off outside, 2-1. Skizoric And Scally, the battery for today's game. Wind howling at the ballpark as this one is fouled off to the left side. 2 balls, 2 strikes next inning. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball lays off of it, and it runs the count full now to 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes on the way. Low for ball 4 and a 2-out walk, and that might be what the Cougars need is 2-out base runner now for Ryan Pachalski. Pachalski driven in 4 this year. Paulo hit the third base as he was able to beat it out. Pitch on the way. This one is skied into left field. Coming in left field and making the grab, and with that, the side is retired. So for the inning, no runs, no hits, 1 man left on base, no errors, nothing doing for the Cougars. So we head to the home half of the second inning. The Corsairs lead it 2-0 here on the Cougar Sports Network, live streamed on the channel of yours truly here on the Cougar Sports Network, your home for Cougar baseball. Bottom of the second inning, and leading out for the Corsairs. Number 2 down on our sheet. Get you his name as that one's in there for a strike, 0-1. Walker giving up 2 runs in the first inning, looking to settle down after a bit of a blip as that's a swing and a miss, and quickly 0-2 as they had him out in front. Is Ryan Wilson. Pitch on the way. Check swing, but it stays outside, and looked maybe a little close there as Pachalski asking. He checks down to first base, and no call from the first base umpire down at the first base line. Say it's 1-2. Fouled back into the screen, and the count stays at 1-2 on Wilson. Wilson, a .267 hitter, 4 RBIs on the season, and his 9th at bat as that one is in there for a strike. Breakthrough called, actually, 1 down in the inning. That'll bring up Mason Pruitt. With Pruitt, as he stands in, does not hit. He's 0 for 9 on the year. First one misses for a ball. And the second one as well, as it's 2-0. That one misses, and it's now 3-0. That one misses off the outside. Ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk with 1 down. The 9-hitter will stand in here. It's Darian Lindemere. First pitch down away. One, but he pulls it back 0-1. On deck, Alex Westmoreland rounded out to short to start off home half of inning number 1. They got the 10 back to first base, sliding back in safely as Pruitt. That pitch is Anthony's for a strike, and that goes 0-2. Walker comes set. The 0-2 on the way. Outside, running down to second base. He'll slide in with a stolen base. But the lead steal there by Pearl as he gets in up to second. That one missed as well. It's 1-2. Lincoln. That one's in the dirt and low. As Lindemere with an offer, and it's 2-2. Walker comes set. Here is the 2-2 on the way. On the inside corner, strike 3 called. And the second strikeout for Walker in this game in this inning. It's 2 down, and that'll bring up Alex Westmoreland. Went off the game, grounding out to the shortstop, Harrigan. They have a 10 back to second base, sliding back in safely is Pruitt. Walker comes set. Bit of an overcast day. Clouds in the skies. That one's up and in. Throw down to third base and sliding in safely with a stolen base is Brooks. It misses up high as well. Coming set the offering. Breaking ball outside, skirts away from Pachelski, but he's able to keep the runner at third, Brooks, at bay. Two balls, no strike. The count on Westmoreland. Fastball up and in, and Westmoreland fouls it away to the right side. That'll find the seats 2-1. Took a heavy 2-0 back there. Walker pounding him on the inside. So a steady breeze, breaking ball low, and that now puts it at 3-1 on Westbrook. Second three-ball count of the inning for Brian Walker. And they'll work out of a jam here with 2 down and a runner on third. This one is a little tapper to the plate. Over by Bryan, not in time. That'll go as an infield single. And an RBI as Pruitt came home to score, and it's now 3-0 Corsairs. Bria Moyet, who singled into center field the first hit after Westmoreland grounded out to get things started for that 2-run bottom of the first inning. Moyet was hitting .325 coming into that bat. Now 28 for 84 on the season. Has that staggered stance. First pitch on the way from Walker, breaking ball in the dirt and taking off on a first move, getting a stolen base. Up to second is Westmoreland. One Moyet. Walker comes in, checking the runner at second in Westmoreland. Fastball followed away off of the catcher Pachelski and back to the screen, 1-1. On deck, Matt Scallon. This one is skied. Third base side, back now with the wind carrying it out of play just behind the Corsair dugout. That moves the count of 1-2. Pitch on the way from Walker. Swing and a miss at a fastball out of the zone. And with that, the side is retired. And in essence, Walker striking out the side. A little bit of a way to get there. But at the end of 2, the score, the Corsairs lead the Cougars 3-0 here on the Cougar Sports Network. Your home for South Lyon East baseball. Top of the third inning, leading off is Jake Heffernan. 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Cougars. It's Heffernan, Scavarson, Harrigan. Pitch on the way to Heffernan, right at the letters, in there for a strike 0-1. Just one hit in the ball game, an infield single the third. Just one fouled back, and a quickly 0-2. O2 on the way. This one is popped up. Back out of play. Count stays at 0-2 on Heffernan, putting up a fight here against Skazorik. 0-2 again, half swing, swing and a miss, and shut down by way of the K. One down in the inning, and that'll bring up Ryan Scavars, who flied out to right field to begin this ball game in the top of the first inning. Game one of a doubleheader here between the Corsairs and the Cougars. It's a breaking ball, check swing over to first, and says he does not go. 1-0. Zoric gets a sign from Scally into the windup. The 1-0 misses, and it moves the count out to 2-0. It's a swing and a miss. 2-1 on the string on the off speed up in the zone. Skazoric with a 3.72 ERA on the season. As that one is a strike on the outer half, 2-2. Already has 4 strikeouts in this game. He's coming in at 23 strikeouts and 26 1/3 as that misses outside, 3-2. Lars trying to work a 1-out base runner here against the Corsairs. Skazoric into the windup, the 3-2. This one's hit on the ground to second. Over to first base and gets Skavarson plenty of time, and there's 2 up, 2 down in the inning. They'll bring up Aiden Harrigan, who flied out to center field back in the first inning. Corsairs have been known to walk people, but also get the strikeout. 115 walks to 112 entering play today. And only 1 walk to 4 strikeouts here for Skazoric. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Breezy day at the ballpark in northern Oakland County. And it hits just in front of the plate, about a 59-footer, and it moves the count out of 2-0. Pitch on the way. Low in the dirt, and it moves the count down to 3-0 on Hayden Harrigan. Back-to-back 3-ball counts after getting a 4-pitch strikeout of Heffernan, and that misses for ball 4, and a 2-out walk to Harrigan. And that'll bring up Jack Powell, responsible for the only hit in this game for the Cougars. Powell stands in here. Skazoric working out of the windup. First pitch on the way. Off the outside, 1-0. On deck, we were to get there is Anthony Aloisio. That one's outside and high, 2-0. 2 balls, no strike. The count on Powell. Skazoric looks into the side, pick up a 10 back to first, just sliding back in safely as Harrigan at first. Count still at 2 balls, no strikes. Skazoric comes set. A 2-0. Runner going in the zone, thrown out to second. Not in time as sliding in safely. Around the tag is Harrigan. He stays on second base as he tag is applied on the second baseman. And it's 2-1 now with a runner on second and an RBI opportunity here for Powell. Trying to get the Cougars on the board. They trail 3-0 here in the top of inning number 3. They set a chilly day in Metro Detroit area. Powell will step out. That's Skazoric and Scally taking too much time to come to consensus on a pitch. Now they do as he comes set. And the 2-1. Fastball at the knees, and it evens up the count at 2-2. Skazoric comes set after getting the sign from Scally. A 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and Powell is sent down by way of the K. And for this 3rd consecutive inning, no runs come across No hits in that inning. No errors, nobody reaching out an error, and one man left on base now in each inning. We head to the bottom of inning number 3 as Walker will go back to work on the Corsairs, who lead at 3-0 on the Cougar Sports Network, your home for South Lyon East baseball. It's the bottom of the third inning. Scally stands in, and the first pitch is fouled back into the screen, 0-1. Scally reaching on a walk, coming around to score the second of 2 runs in that first inning. Corsairs added 1 in the second, and that's where we stand at 3-0. As that one is at the knees for a strike, and it is quickly now 0-2 on Scally. Walker with a little bit of velocity on that one. Here's the 0-2. This one is hit back up the middle on a hop to Walker over to first base, and with that, 1 up, 1 down. The third time a 1-3 putout has been recorded. There's 1 down in the inning for Dom Wade. Wade stands in here. First pitch. Outside. Missed with the fastball and got by Pachalski. 1-0. This one's flared down the right side. That's going to fall in for a base hit into right field, and a 1-out single for Wade. We still don't have a name for him as he's not listed in our roster. The 13 will stand in. Walker's first pitch on the way. This one's grounded past the third baseman O'Rourke. That's to the left field for a base hit. And back-to-back singles now, and Corsairs once again in business. That'll now bring up Andy Hung. Andy Hung grounding out the pitcher last time. Now hits one through the hole on the left side. Everybody's going to advance 90 feet, and now the bases are loaded for Ryan Wilson. Bases loaded with 1 down, and a pickle here for Brian Walker. As Wilson stands in here. Pitch on the way. Fastball in the inner half for a strike, 0-1. comes in. Here is the 0-1. Rounded back to Walker, throw to home, and he got him over to first. Not in time as he just beat it out, but the force down, that'll go down as a fielder's choice advancing. And they cut down the run at home on the 1-2 put-up. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up Mason Bruix. Came around to score the third run back in the second inning on a RBI single by Westmoreland as that one's in there for a strike 0-1. That one's outside and low 1-1. Walker trying to strand the bases loaded now, 2 outs. And Bruix on deck is Harry Lindemeyer. And then Westmoreland, if Corsairs were to stretch this inning and get any more runs. This one is Sky, left side. Harrigan backtracking into the outfield, makes the grab. And with that, the side is retired. So a close call, but no runs come in. The score at the end of 3. It is 3-0. Waterford Mott Corsairs lead your South Lyon East Cougars on the Cougar Sports Network. Your home for South Lyon East baseball. Aloisio stands in here, top of the 4th inning. Cougars trailing 3-0. That one is checked and missed with it for a ball. That one misses as well, 2-0.
All right.
2 balls, no strikes on Aloisio.
All right, take care.
That one he gave up on mid-pitch, and that one's in there for a strike, 2-1. Aloisio, Mifsud, and O'Rourke do up for the Cougars. That one's a swing and a miss at the knees. And it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. The windup. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball is lofted out of play down the right side. Out of play. And it's 2-2. First of 2 today between the Cougars and the Corsairs. The windup in the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Throw down to first base. Completes the strikeout, and that strikeout number 6 for Skazora. That'll bring up Donnie Mifsud. Mifsud set down on a 3-2 pitch by way of the K. Back in the second innings, that's a fastball high and outside, missing with it, 1-0. 1 ball, no strike on Mifsud and the 1-0. That's outside and low as well, 2-0. Logan O'Rourke on deck, and then we would extend this inning. Next inning. 2-0. In the dirt, and now it runs 3-0 as that one gets by the catcher, Scallion, all the way to the backstop. As that one is in there for a strike, taken all the way on Rio is Mifsud, 3-1 on the way now from Skazor. Breaking ball outside and a 1-out walk. It's been the only way, except Jack Powell's base hit, that the Cougars have gotten on base here. And now it brings up Logan O'Rourke with a run out and a runner on first. Pitch down the way. That one's at the top of the zone, calling for a strike. O'Rourke didn't like it, but it's 0-1. The ball's one strike as he comes set. 0-1. Outside. Going to look back at first base as Smith's retreats is Scally, and it's 1-1. Ball one strike. Pitch on the way. Outside. 2-1. Differing in his long pauses, much like Max Scherzer, former Tiger. 2-1 is fouled back, a high fastball. Taking a cut on it was O'Rourke, and it moves the count out to 2-2. One down, runner on first via the 1-out walk is Mifsud. This one is hit in the air, right field. That's going to fall in for a base hit in right center, that is. And the Cougars now in business. Runners on first and second with one down. And that'll bring up Max Denny with an RBI opportunity here. One down in the inning. Pachelski on deck. That one misses for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes as Max Denny stands in here. That one is roped through. First baseman, I believe we might call that a hit. A glove on it, just turned around, and now bases are loaded with one down. That'll bring Ryan Pachelski, but first a visit from the Corsair coaching staff. Come out and talk as this is the biggest jam the Corsairs have been in, as go-ahead run would be at the plate. And Pachelski.
I got it.
A long coaching now visit here. And finally we'll depart and we'll get back to baseball. Pachelski standing in here, flied out to left field back in the second inning to end the 2-out run. John White. It's a swing and a miss. At the fastball down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Effernan on deck, Hoover to get to him. One down in the inning. Bases loaded. Now Pachelski comes down. He's got to tie his right shield. You wind up the offering on the way. And looked a little low, but called for a strike, and now it is 0-2 on Pachelski. 0-2, big break there. This one is now skied on the infield. Second baseman calling for it, making the grab, and 2 down in the inning. bring up Jake Heffernan with the bases loaded. And 2 down in the inning. So Heffernan here to try to provide a offensive spark and at least get the Cougars on the board here. It's into the sign from Scally. Into the windup, first pitch on the way. Fastball up and in as Heffernan leans over on that inside corner 0-1. Trying to back him off his plate, Skazor. Going inside, and here is the 1-0. Misses, and it's now actually 1-1 as that first one was in there. Down the right, this is hit in the air, third base, and making the grab. The third baseman, and with that, the side is retired. So the Cougars slam 3 on base after getting their second hit of the ball game. No errors and no earned runs that inning. So we head to the bottom of inning number 4. The Corsairs still lead it by the score of 3-0 on the Cougar Sports Network, your home for South Lyon East Baseball. First pitch on the way. That one is sprayed down the left field line, but going to get fouled. Wind really started to pick up here in the ballpark. It's Windermere, Westmoreland, and Moyet. Windermere steps back in. Pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike, hitting past Pachalski. Has to throw it down to first base, and he got him just in time. Okay, 2-3 put out, and there's one down in the inning, and that brings up Westmoreland. With 1 for 2 with a single last time. Was stranded on second base, however, after Moyet was set down on a 1-2 pitch by way of the K. Swinging fashion. This one's fouled back out of play, 0-1. This one is flied down the right field line out of play. Quickly 0-2 on Westmoreland. Apologize if we go out. We are at low power, having some trouble here trying to fuel as we're back behind home plate. Pachalski moving over third base side, making the grab And there's 2 down in the inning. 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up Moyet. It was 1 for 2 and a single to center. Came around to score in the first inning. The first run for the Corsairs. The Sun sits out 1-2. Pitch and on by way of the K. That one's in there for a strike, 0-1. Ryan Walker working quickly here. See, thrown out by Walker by Pachelski. That one's low, and it's 1-1. Walker into the 1 up, 1-1 on the way. Low in the dirt, now 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike on Moyet, trying to be a 2-out rally here. This one is sky, left field line, in foul territory, making the grab. And with that, a stop is retired. So a 1-2-3 inning, the first for Walker in this game. So at the end of 4, the score 3-0. Corsairs lead it on the Cougar Sports Network. Your home for South Lyon East baseball. Leading off, it's Ryan Scavars here in the top of inning number 5, as that one is low, missing within it. It's 1-0. Just letting all of our viewers know we are low on power, trying to get it plugged in and get a power source. Here's that one's hit in the air to right field, but right at the right fielder, and 1 down in the inning. That'll bring up Hayden Harrigan, who is 0 for 1 in this ball game, flying out to center and then walked as well. 1, 2, 3 hitters, Scavars, Harrigan, and Palo for the 5th inning. That one misses, 1-0. Skavorik still on the hill. Pitch on the way. On the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. You have the power running low here. Do want to let you know. One, that one's hit in the air. Center field, deep back tracking and making the grab for the Sid ball today is that is out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up Check Powell. Anthony Aloisio on deck. We were to get there. That one is fouled back at a play on one. One is swung on and tipped into the glove for strike 2, 0-2. Oh-2 on the way, strike 3 called on the outside, and with that, the side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning as the Cougars are sent out in order here on the Cougar Sports Network, your home for South Line East. Sorry for those technical difficulties. Power's about to die, but we're back on. We got it to work. So a recap of the inning. A hit by pitch led this one off, and now that's a single into left field. Oh, back-to-back base runners here now. Windy day here in Waterford, Michigan. Home of a Red Wings star in Dylan Larkin. You follow the NHL with the Red Wings. Walker coming set. 2 on, no out. Outside, missing with it. On deck, Andy Hung, who is 1 for 2 in this game. Man at the play right now is 1 for 2 as well. one's a little tapper, first base side. Denny applies the tag. It'll go down as a 3U if you're scoring with us at home. Moving up to second and third. Scally at third now. And Wade in second. And that'll bring him Andy Hung 1 for 3. There's one down in this inning. Runners on second and third. And the Corsairs looking for more runs here. Pitch on the way, misses for a ball. Andy Hunt. Walker comes center, 1-0. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Pachelski for strike 1, 1-1. Deckweir to get there is Ryan Wilson. One down in the inning, runners on second and third. Walker trying to get out of another jam here. Low and outside, 2-1. Pitch is fouled back into the screen, and quickly 2-2 on Andy Hung. Pitch on the way, breaking ball is hit in the air, left center field, get him chased. This is going to fall down, and it's gone! A 3-run home run for Andy Hung, and it's now 6-0 Corsairs. Hung around third and into home, greeted by his teammates with a 3-run home run. Hung hitting a 3-run bomb, and that brings the score now at 6-0.
I just say good job today, Ryan.
A 3-run bomb for Andy Hung. That brings up Ryan Wilson. Inside, moving the feet of Wilson. The ball, Mason Pruitt's on deck. We're to get there. One down in the inning, nobody on. After the 3-run bomb, clearing the bases by Hung. On the outer half for a strike, and it's in there. Swing and a miss, and 2-2 the count. Preparing in for the sign, the 2-2 on the way. This one is a one-hopper to second. Over to first, Mips to Dunny, and there's 2 down in the inning. We'll bring up Mason Brooks. Brooks 0 for 1 with a walk, and popping up to the shortstop, Harrigan, back in the third inning. On the outer half of the plate, 0-1. Matt Scher here with you, the Cougar Sports Network. See sun starting to make an appearance here at the ballpark. Warming up. Both the Corsair and Cougar faithful in attendance today as it's 1-1. It's a swing and a miss. Cast them up at the top of the zone in 1-2. Walker peers into the sign from Pachelski into the windup. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. A beauty at that one. And with that, this side is retired, but not before 3 runs come across on the 3-run home run. 2 hits in the inning. And we head to the bottom of inning number 5. 6-0 Corsairs lead. The Cougars looking to start their comeback when we come back on the Cougar Sports Network, your home for South Line East baseball. Leading off is Anthony Aloisio. Trying to spark or start off this 6-run comeback the Cougars are bound to make here in this inning. Aloisio 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in this game. Pitch on the way. Outside and low. Ward looks in for that sign. He has really stifled the Cougars' bats all day, looking to get hopped all. They have had the bases loaded. That one misses on the breaking ball. Ward peers in for that sign. Hopping out the way. This is a one-hopper to short. 360 over to first and a nifty play over at shortstop by Moyet. 1 up, 1 down in the inning, and you can say the defense has really helped out this pitcher Skaborek as well. So that brings up Donnie Mifsud, who is 0 for 1 in this game. Walked and a strikeout. That one misses 1-0. O'Rourke on deck. It is the 4-5-6 hitters this inning as that one is laced right into right field. A diving play and making the grab in right. What a play. Quickly, 2 up, 2 down in this inning, and that brings up Logan O'Rourke, his brother Hunter, an alumnus of the baseball program here at South Lyon East, and was part of the 2013 Cougar team that upset Divine Child in the first round of the regionals. So that one's low, missing with it, 1-0. On deck, if this inning were to continue, O'Rourke were to extend it, it'd be next inning. It's just off the inside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Logan O'Rourke. This one's now hit in the hole, a deep short, not going to induce a throw as it is an infield single. That brings up Extending now with the Cougars 2-out life, trying to extend this one. And if he gets on, it brings up Ryan Pachalski to catcher. Extending 1 for 1. He has a single to right and also walked in this game. Farthest he's reached, however, is first base in both of those times on bases. This is a ground ball to second. Flipping to second over for 1. Induces the force out, and with that, the side is retired. So for the inning, nothing doing really with no runs across. We head to the bottom of inning number 6. 6-0. Corsairs lead it on the Cougar Sports Network, your home for South Lyon East baseball. James Michael on the pitch here. In the home half of the sixth inning as that one's in there for a strike. 9-1-2 enters as it's Windermere, Westmoreland, and Moya. Pitch on the way from Michael. A half swing, checked, and fouled off the facing of the Corsair dugout and quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes as Michael peers in for the sign. He comes after getting it from Pachelski. The 0-2 breaking ball, and it hit him on the foot and a leadoff base runner. Now what you want to do if you're James Michael with a hit by pitch to lead it off after 0-2 ahead of him. Breaking ball got away, and now have to pitch around that leadoff base runner as that brings up the top of the order. And Westmoreland, who is 1 for 3 in this game. In foul territory, Pachelski down the third base side last time in the previous, or 2 innings before, back in the 4th. Fastball high in the zone, swung on and missed, 0-1. Just misses off the outside, 1-1. One's upstairs, one on the count out of 2-1. It is a different hitter at the plate. It is Jacob Moss. It's in there for a strike. We apologize. Jacob Moss. 2-2 on the way. Fastball low is popped up for space side. Diving and not going to make the play. It was Max Gunny right in front of the facing of the Cougar dugout. Dove head first and was able to make the play. Came close though to hitting his head on that facing. Count remains at 2-2. And continues to howl as Michael will come set. Pitch on the way. Swanee is fouled back on a play. That'll find the seats and count stays again 2-2. Next pitch will be the 7th of a lengthy battle here between Moss and Michael. On the Cougars Sports Network, as that one's a swing and a miss. Pulled the string with the off speed and got him. 1 down into the inning, and that brings up. Got another pinch hitter here. And Grant Johnson, who's hitting .333 out of the year. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Michael peers in for the sign, checks the runner, he'll come set. Low in the dirt, skips away from Pachelski, but he's able to keep the runner at first. And Windermere at bay. 1-1 on Johnson. This one's lifted back out of play. The right side. That'll find the seats. 1-2 on Grant Johnson. And the home half of the 6th inning. His last chance next inning. That one's a ball in the dirt, pops away. Taking a base as that one's slow and almost into center field, able to make the stop. Go down as a wild pitch. And the count now at 2-2 on Johnson. Pitch on the way. In the dirt, blocked by Pachelski, now 3-2. A 3-2 on the way. Little tapper, third base side of the mound. Picked up by the third baseman. O'Rourke on a run, and he got him at first base. 3 and 2 down after that lengthy battle ends between Johnson and Michael. And that brings up Austin Sloan. Subbing a lot of guys in now. John away on the outer half. Name's Michael comes set. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And he is set down by way of the K, and with that, the side is retired. So for the inning, just the leadoff man getting on, with nobody coming across, no hits and no runs. And we head to the 7th inning, last chance for the Cougars due up. Pending any lineup changes, it will be Pachelski, Heffernan, and Scavars, the 8-9-1 hitters. Skavoric looking for a complete game here. We come back on the Cougars Sports Network, your home for South Lyon East Baseball. Top of the 7th inning, stage is set. Cougars need 6 runs to tie, 7 to go ahead. And to try to force that bottom of the 7th inning, the first, it's Pachelski to lead it off. Pachelski, Heffernan, and that's Scavars, 9-1-2 hitters, and that one's hit in the air to center field, but right at the center fielder, he'll make the grab. And there's one pitch and one down in the inning. That'll bring up Jake Heffernan now with one down. First pitch on the way, and this one sliced but foul down the left field line. Taking a hack on the first pitch. Changing the approach of these Cougars hitters, being aggressive here in this inning. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball, grounded, fouled down the third base line out of the reach. The third baseman foul, and it's quickly 0-2 on Heffernan. Lord, here's him to the side. Scally sets up, pitch on the way. Low, missed with it, 1-2. The 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball is grounded to third. Over to first base. Heck, and he got him at first base. 5-3 put out and 2 up, 2 down, and that leaves the last hope for the Cougars here in Ryan Scavars. Scavars 0 for 3, looking for his first hit, and what not a better time here in the top of the 7th inning than to do so. Borg into the windup, pitch on the way, breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. That one is hit into right field for a base hit. It's Scavars. Gets his first hit to start off a 2-out rally for the Comets into right field, and that'll bring up Hayden Harrigan, who is 0 for 2 looking for his first hit. He does have a walk, was stranded on second base after stealing that bag So Jack Powell was set down by way of the K. There again. Cougars have put up 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning when they walked out against Wayne Memorial, looking to do so as the away team. Trying to put themselves in a position to have a chance to win here. Bork missed with the first one. Second one is grounded to first plate foul. Quickly 0-2 on the Harrigan. Comes set. Pitch on the way. Just off the outside. Good take there by Harrigan, and it's 1-2. Streaming out a YouTube channel. Breaking ball is grounded. Foul down the first base line, and Harrigan stays alive with the count remaining at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harrigan standing back in. Bit of a staggered stance for the junior. The pitch on the way. Low and inside. Another good eye there by Harrigan, and it's 2-2. Thinking that wasn't enticing enough for Harrigan on the inside. Trying to jam him with Scher as he comes set. 2-2. This one is sliced the other way. Calling in and over the head of the left fielder. Rounding second and heading for third. He will round third. And Scavars will score, and it is an RBI double for Hayden Harrigan. And the Cougars now in business with their first run across in the 7th. Spoil the shot of Skavorik, and that brings up Jack Powell.
Bye, Jack.
So Scavars and Harrigan picking up their first hits of the ball game, and in big fashion, getting the first run to come across. And now out to the mound, the coaching staff. I believe they're going to have a pitching change.
Good job, Noah.
Nice job, 2-4.
And Skavorik will head out to center field. A nice job there. As that left fielder coming in to pitch. And we don't have a name on him, but number 13 in the pitch. We'll have the pitching change in a moment. And Jack Powell's upcoming at bat on the Cougar Sports Network, your home for South Line East Baseball. An RBI opportunity here. Jack Powell facing the new pitcher as he comes set. On the way, breaking ball outside, misses with it, and the count goes to 1-0. That one misses, 2-0. Young set, offering. In the dirt, misses with it, and now 3-0 on Jack Powell. Don't believe he'd give him the green light here as they're trying to piece together some runs, but you never know. Pitch on the way, taking all the way on the inner half, in there for a strike 3-1. Aloisio on deck. Powell now in his third year as a varsity player. This one's lifted. Foul territory out of play. First base side behind the Cougar dugout, and the count fills at 3-2 strikes. If you're listening in, I'd like to thank you for watching this first edition. We'll have the second one also. It's supposed to start at 12 o'clock, but I highly recommend that's not going to happen. And strike 3 call as Powell was shut down by way of the K, and with that, the first ball game is over as the Corsairs pull out the win. For the final score, 6-0, or 6-1, excuse me, as one run does come across the score. Bit of a rally there by the Cougars, but they're not able to get it done. They'll look to split it when we come back on the second doubleheader. I'd give a couple thank yous. I'd like to give a couple thank yous to Waterford Mott for their hospitality and letting us broadcast here. Their head coach, Colin McGrann, and also Ryan Hilton, as always. Everyone listening in, you're the ones who make it possible for us to broadcast here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be having our second one on the same YouTube channel. You can look for that second one. We'll start it, and you can watch the second one live. When we come back for game number 2, that one's not going to start at noon, as that is about 10 minutes away. But we'll let you know when that second one starts. So thank you for listening in. And as always, God bless.